So today I'm gonna do the St. Patrick's Day tag. I forget who created this tag, but if you look it up, it's like a book and like a book tag. I think she does a lot of book videos. I'm not really sure. I don't know her channel that well, but I'll try to link her down below if I can find out who she is. All of these questions, she did it as a book tag. I'm gonna do like more books, movies, Netflix, just because like it's hard for me to think of like book answers for all of these things, but I was like, oh, I can think of like a Netflix show like right away. So that's kind of like what I'm going with, but yeah. Currently reading this book, Match. I'm not very far into it, like if you can see, but it is green and I'm reading it now, so this is one thing that I'm gonna mention. But my favorite one has got to be, boom, Goblet of Fire. I like this book. I love Harry Potter, and that's the only green one that I've read. I've never actually read the Half-Blood Prince, so yeah, I like this. I like Match. So there's only one St. Patrick's Day themed movie that comes to mind, and that is the Disney Channel original movie. Yep, we got a DCOM here, and it's the best one. It's The Luck of the Irish. I love that movie. It's so good. It's so funny. I had a huge crush on that guy growing up, and it's just, I would still like to watch it today. So for this, I put down Master of None, which is on Netflix. It's like it's Aziz Ansari's TV show. And in it, like in the second season, he goes to Italy and he learns how to make pasta, and he learns, you know, how to make like food and stuff. He takes like cooking classes in Italy, and I really liked that. He always talks about food and stuff too, and then he ends up on a show called Cupcake Wars. That's just a really good show. I think it won an Emmy. I think Aziz Ansari won an Emmy for Best Actor for that. I know there's some controversy of Aziz Ansari right now, so I don't know. But I did really like the second season of that show. And in general, that show's just like a beautiful like look at like New York and of Italy too. So yeah, that's a good one. If you like travel shows too, you might like that. But it's a good show. So I think this could be like anything from a book or a movie, because she talks about a wand that in her video, she talked about a wand that her boyfriend carved for her. And I thought that was really cute that she said that. But I'm just talking about a movie that like I probably wouldn't have watched, but I did end up watching it and it was good. Or like probably one that's not talked about a lot and that, you know, I ended up watching and I ended up loving, and that is the movie Safety Not Guaranteed. That was out a few years ago. I think it was on Netflix for a little while, but I think I actually rented it on iTunes. And it stars Mark Duplass, who you might know if you watched The League, and Aubrey Plaza, who was on Parks and Recreation. And it was like a really good movie. It was really sweet. It was funny. And it was like kind of like a serious movie. Basically, it was about like there was like a classified ad about a man that was looking for somebody to time travel with him, and it said safety not guaranteed in the ad. And then Aubrey Plaza, I think, is writing an article or something about him, and then she ends up becoming friends with him, and it's a cute movie. I like it a lot, and I would recommend checking it out. Oh, and I have another 4-Leaf Clover pick, because this is one that I kind of watched by accident. It was on my list on Netflix, but I don't always get around to things on my list. But the TV show Friends from College, I'm probably going to talk about it a little bit tomorrow, but basically I just got it set up so like in my room I have a TV now, and I can watch Netflix on the TV, and yeah, I just turned it on and I accidentally clicked play and that was on, so I watched it, and I ended up liking it. It was a good show. I don't know what to pick here. There are a lot of TV shows on right now that are just like so like painfully unfunny to watch. I don't really want to name any names because like I don't want to insult anyone, but like one that used to be on that, like, the cast was all very talented, and I'm sure the writers in the show were very talented, but something went wrong, and it just was not a good show, and that is, what was it called? The Odd Couple, and that just, like, when I watched it, I've only ever seen a few seconds of it, but it was bad. Oh, and then there's the Emoji Movie, which I'm also kind of obsessed with, but you guys know. It's a bad movie. It won the Razzie for Worst Movie of the Year, which kind of excites me because I'm kind of obsessed with that movie. But that's one that, like, I mean, if you want to drink and watch it, that would probably improve the experience. You guys know what it is. It's 911, which is on Fox right now. The season finale is next week, but every time I watch that show, I just get so excited. It, like, puts you on the edge of your seats, and, like, it's kind of like you get to know the characters really well, but it's also kind of like a different story each episode, sort of like a Law and Order type thing, but, like, you do get to know the characters really well. It's just a really good show. I highly recommend everyone check it out. It's not like any show I've seen before either, which I like too. It's about, like, firefighters and cops that do, like, emergency calls, and it's a good one. This week's episode was good too. Yeah, they have some great, like, episodes. Each episode kind of has, like, a theme. Like, there was one theme with, like, Valentine's Day, and then there was, like, a full moon theme, and everything was crazy, and then a couple weeks ago they did, like, a karma theme, and it was just, like, a really, really good show. And, like, last night's episode, I didn't really think of a theme with it, but most of the time, like, when they do, like, a themed episode, it turns out really good, and I like it. And it could be a real country or, like, you know, like Westeros or, like, Hogwarts or something like that. Which, obviously, I would want to go to Hogwarts. But for this, I'm gonna put, Moana. Because, like, if you watch that movie, like, the animation is just so nice, and, like, when I saw it, like, in theaters, it just, like, made you feel like you were in Hawaii, and it got me really interested in Hawaiian culture, and, like, I would like to go there, and I'd like to research a little bit more about, like, the culture and stuff, because it's just, like, that movie just made me want to go there. I'm sure, like, you know, obviously I want to go to Hawaii, but that made me very interested. So obviously, I have two picks here because, like, I watch a lot of TV. But Central Perk, that's the one on Friends. That's the coffee house that they all go to. I'd love to go there. But the second one that I'm gonna say is kind of like a newer pick, and that's from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and it's Home Base, which, like, I've mentioned before. You know, through, like, the year, like, this year especially, I feel like Home Base is kind of like, it's almost its own character on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and I just think that the way that they did that is just really good, and yeah, I just really love that show, and I would recommend watching it. Okay, so that is the end of this tag. I'm not going to tag anybody in this because I'm posting this, like, on St. Patrick's Day, so it's kind of irrelevant now, but if you'd like to do this, like, maybe just have it the green tag for Earth Day or something, I don't know. Just, like, do whatever you want, if you want to do this video, then go ahead. But yeah, that's it for today, and I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.